You need help?
Oh, I got this. So we just got back from Glass, the third movie in M. Night Shyamalan's comic book Unbreakable Split trilogy. So we're going to jump right into this thing. Dave,
Hmm.
what did you think?
Oh boy. Oh, this one's tough for me. Not gonna lie. It took me a long time of thinking, and I think my score might change throughout not only this review, but through the next week, the next month, the next year.
Initial impression.
I give this movie a 7.
Okay.
And it floats around the 7 because I think it could have been better and it could have been a lot worse. And there's parts I enjoyed and parts I didn't enjoy. So what did you give this?
All right. I give it a 4.
Really?
Yeah. I
Wow.
was incredibly disappointed with this movie.
Wow.
I didn't care for it. I thought it was pretty boring. It's kind of a split sequel. It's almost not even like an Unbreakable movie. It felt way more like a Split movie, but it wasn't even that good. Like I liked Split, but it wasn't even that good. So it was just disappointing on that level. The third act is weird, very Shyamalan. I didn't care for that. The performances by all the actors were really good. I mean, James McAvoy was
Very
great.
good.
I mean, yeah, they were all good. I can't hit on that, but I just I was kind of bored. The movie started off, and it grabbed me,
Me too.
but there were just some weird like plot holes right from the beginning. I was like, what? And as it went on, I just felt like I felt like the movie didn't know what it was going for. I don't know. It just felt
I think
uneven.
I think the movie is, if you know what it is at the end about it being an origin story about the whole kind of breadth of it, it's not bad. I liked it. I liked the ending. I liked the third act, and I didn't think it was very Shyamalan-y at all. I thought, I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I thought, okay, it's this is decent. I like where this story is going. It did catch me by surprise, and I didn't, some things I thought could have been done better, but
No.
for me, even though the movie's titled Glass, you think that Mr. Glass is in it a bunch, and he's really not into that much actually. He kind of takes a back seat. And that was what bothered me. If he was in it more, it would have been much better. It did keep my interest the whole time. I wasn't bored. I wasn't kind of going, oh my God, will this movie just keep going? But,
I'm drinking a coffee right now
okay, well,
because I was bored.
I wasn't. I was kept interest the entire time. Now, I didn't see Split. I knew of Split and I knew what was going on. I knew Bruce Willis was at the end of it. All right. I want to see it. I didn't see it yet. I know. Don't judge me. But maybe that's why I'm coming at it from like, oh, look, there's this new character with all these different personalities. So maybe that's me. I don't know. Again, I'm teetering on the 7. It's like, it just, like I said in the cars, like I feel like it deserves a little bit lower, but that's where I am. Now, tomorrow I could be like, you know what, that was actually crap. Or tomorrow I go, hey, you know what, it's actually better than I
I'll
thought
say
it
this
was.
much: the movie started off a lot higher, but it just gradually kept going down and down. And by the time the third act hit and then it ended, I thought, really, that's what we got from this? And I went into this with no expectations. I just was just going to see it because the movie interested me, and I just it didn't at the end of it. I just didn't
Did you
like
care?
it.
I thought it was fine. I liked where it ended. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was cool. And it kind of brought that universe alive a little bit more for me. Kind of uncovered things and kind of made more sense. Like, oh yeah, that kind of brings everything together when you understand that beginning and this and that. So I kind of enjoyed that. I liked this tiny little plot twist that were in there. Of course, it's a Shyamalan movie. You expect them at this point. I mean, there's a sun going to rise tomorrow. Yes, you expect him to put in a plot twist. At
I
some point.
know,
But
but
I did
I
think
just
it was a good, great. It's not as good as Unbreakable. Granted, I'm assuming it's not as good
not
as
as good as
Split.
Split.
Okay, definitely the weaker. I'm just gonna assume that. So I still enjoyed it though. I was entertained throughout the movie. Now I would not watch it again. Once is enough, and I
Nope.
don't think I'd ever watch this movie ever again. But it doesn't mean I
I'll tell
think
you
it
right
was
now,
it was terrible.
I have no need to watch it again. I'd definitely watch Unbreakable again. But this it's not rewatchable for me. There's no reason to go to the movies to see this.
Certainly not. No.
It's not some grand spectacle that you need to go. No, this is you can watch this from your own home.
you can probably pirate this too. I would probably suggest that. I'm not. Look, it's not good enough to
You're
even.
suggesting pirating?
It's not good enough to even watch in matinee, in my opinion. Okay, because you don't need to go to the movies to see
You
it.
don't.
Right. I get that, but it doesn't mean I wasn't think it was. I thought it was a good piece of movie. It was needed to do what it did. It wrapped up the series. I'm fine with that.
If you liked Unbreakable, you almost don't want to go see this. You just leave Unbreakable as an open-ended thing for yourself. If you saw Split, you almost just like have to go see this because it's like, you know, it's just that next step
I will
for the
agree.
movie,
This
but
did feel different. It did feel different than Unbreakable. Absolutely. I'm not saying I totally agree with you on that. It did. It's not the same kind of, you know, movie at all. You can't really compare the two. And for that, I had to knock it down a little bit. I thought they could have done a better job, but you're bringing in Split with it, and I understand that. Again, a couple issues with it, but overall, I was entertained, and I think most people who would be fans of it would probably be, especially fans of, I'm assuming Split, would be entertained by it. So I can see where they'd be, you know, not happy, certainly, but
yeah.
well, all right. Well, agree to disagree on this one. I think your opinion's terrible, but, you know, whatever.